to the Double RT Boxing Show. Welcome on back into the doors of the boxing rehab for us junkies. I'm addicted to ring generalship. So let's get into it. This is the 4/10/21 weekend breakdown and predictions. More just a predictions. We're going to do a speed run through it. Short on time, so just what I got to do now. We're going to start off with the card of Joe Smith. That's the main fight on there that I'm pretty sure has... You can see what is Anderson going to look like. What is Rrtb going to look like. It's a damn shame those two guys won't fight each other. Same coach. Be a hell of a fight, right? Well, expecting those two to win. Now, Joe Smith involved Maxim Vazov. For the longest time, if you've been following the show, I always was picking Joe Smith and Umar Salamov as my finalists for that little WBO tournament that they've been going on for the longest time. Salamov just had a fight, I think like yesterday or 2 days ago, and it's a damn shame the way COVID and the flight restrictions, and like I said, he just fought yesterday. Like I said, he just fought a couple days ago. And remember, he was supposed to be in this tournament to fight Vlasov. It's just so many postponements happened. He just completely missed his shot at the title. And now Vlasov, who didn't fight nobody, is fighting for the title. Joe Smith beat Alvarez. Always picking Joe Smith to win that tournament. I wanted him to knock out Umar in the final. And now I'm starting to think, man. I still feel very confident that Joe Smith can knock out Vazov. Behind the jab, coming in with just those heavy overhand rights, some hooks to the body. But I'm starting to wonder, man, can Maxim do the movement? He has that herk and jerk style. I tell you, he reminds me of that Me, Myself, and Irene with Jim Carrey, the up and down fighter. He reminds me of that. Can he stick and move enough to just keep Joe looking for that one shot, and that never comes? I don't know why I want to go against my instincts. For the 9 months I've been picking Joe Smith to win this tournament, but as it gets closer, I'm thinking, is it just all too nice for Joe Smith right now? Is the karma about to hit him with the cheeks? Oh man, but I go with Joe Smith. I'm gonna go with just pretty much a lot of everyone's picking Joe Smith by knockout, because it's just Vlasov just not been in our face, and he's coming off COVID. No one's Heron didn't have a hot performance off COVID. A few people came off COVID and just didn't look so well. So fuck it, let's go with Joe Smith on that one. He'll probably knock his ass out. I want Joe Smith to win. And then the other cards, of course, you got I did the Boots. I think Boots is gonna pretty much have his way with Sergey after like 3 rounds. I'm going with Stanionis to catch up to Delorme. I think he's gonna get him. I'm hoping to see a boxing out of Stanionis. I know he's going in there with power, but I hope he kind of like gets Thomas behind some jabs and double jabs and see some nice body attacks. I just don't think Delorme is going to be able to 1-2 him, 1-2 enough with enough movement. I don't know how his stamina is going to be, because I don't think he can stand in the pocket with this guy and afford to go bang for bang with him. For Delorme to win, I think he's going to have to 1-2 and move him, 1-2 and move him. I just don't know if he's going to have enough pop the whole way. As far as... It sucks, because I really wanted to talk about this fight. I ran out of time this week. One of the main fights I want to see this week, like really bad, really, really bad, is Mark Masayo coming. I want to see that fight real bad. And I hope we somehow get this undercard, because he might be the opener, because this is a 5-card fight. I don't know if all those are going to be on it. Showtime. Hopefully it's on the YouTube channel or something. He's going against Pablo Cruz. You know, I seen Pablo. I had to go watch a video. I don't know who that Pablo Cruz is, but one thing I have been talking about on the show right here on the boxing show of the Rrtb boxing show. We've been talking about Gary Russell. You know, I remember the time when he was flapping his gums about fighting Terrence Crawford, fighting Gervonta Davis. We talked about like who can he fight, and one person I kept mentioning because everyone else kept saying, "Oh, let him fight this, let him fight that." No one around in the YouTube is talking Mark Masayo. That's the name I kept throwing out there. He was like at number 4, number 5, number 6. Now I think he's number 4 now. And this is his second time on a PBC card. He headlined his last PBC card, you know? And no one really caught on the fact that this is Gary Russell's future opponent. This is him right here, Mark Masayo, 21-0. Strong Filipino. They're hoping a strong Filipino background, you know. Either milk the Mexicans or milk the fucking Filipinos. He's going against Pablo Cruz. 21-3, Pablo Cruz. Interesting fight, man. Then on the age, 34 years old, what the hell has Pablo Cruz been doing during this pandemic? He's got a 1-inch height, same reach. Mark Masayo, I always thought threw hard as fuck on every punch. I thought he just threw too damn hard every punch for no reason, and I gassed him out. He was a little like muscular, thick. So with that style of fighting, I always thought he had a gas tank issue. And now he's coming with Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach, who is an offensive weapon coach, kind of slowing him down. Pick your shots. Be a little more careful with your power. Let's see. I'm interested to see, because from what I've seen on Pablo's going to come to fight. I will be surprised if Pablo calls it quits, like on the first hard combo, the combination that comes at him. I'd be really surprised. I think Pablo Cruz is going to come in here with some pressure, throwing some like 1-2s and 3s and some hooks. He's a little wide on his hooks, but he comes with pressure, and I want to see what Mark's going to do with Pablo's pressure. From what I've seen Pablo fight, Mark's going to have to knock his ass out or stick him. You know, stick it right in his fucking face. You know, and Mark has a nice little jab too, so I want to see that stiff. He's going to need a nice shotgun jab just to stop Pablo from rushing in. I want to see this. I want to see Mark Masayo, man. I've been watching him for a little bit on this channel. You know, we covered him a little bit, and I think this is gonna be Gary Russell's opponent. I've been saying about that for a while now. Hasn't caught wind, but let's keep an eye on that, shall we? Then it brings us to the other Filipino, Jerwin Acasas. You know, he gets a lot of shit talked about him because he just ain't. He popped over on ESPN, looked real good behind his jab, and then he just haven't quite looked the same. Now, I recall a little bit of hearing like that publicity was just it got crazy over in the Philippines. He had to go move his camps to like some type of, I don't know if it was a military training base, a Navy training base, but it was a government, I believe a government training base, because he needed to be alone to get fucking ready for the fights. It was just people were just bothering him too much. So with all that attention, it's kind of understanding why his performances were looking a little off. Now he's coming back against the number 1 man. Well, you know how IBF does it. 1 and 2 are empty, and then there's number 3, and this is number 3 right here, Jonathan Rodriguez. This is this top of the line contender for the IBF. So say what you want to say about Jerwin, but he's coming back against his mandatory. So that's, you know, that's how you do it. I'm picking him to win. You know, I'm hoping because what Jonathan's going to give him the opportunity is, from what I've seen, Jonathan fights in the 1-2, you go, I go type rhythm. You know, and he doesn't go in, you can predict what he's gonna do at the time. A little body hook here and there, but it's mainly just the 1-2, 1-2, you go, I go. And Jerwin should be able just to jab that and win, even if he's having an off night. So these are these are, I want to say showcase fights, but they should win. I'm not too sure about Mark. I'm thinking Jerwin should win comfortably. You know, behind moving with just sidestepping with the jab and then coming with his body attack. I think with the 1-2 you go, I go Jonathan's rhythm, he should be able to just punch you between Jonathan anytime he wants. Now I think Mark is going to be in a fight with Pablo. That's why I want to see that. To me, that's the fight of the week. I know everyone's talking about Boots and Lipinets. I'm a boxing junkie. I not only do I run this rehab, I treat myself. You know, I'm addicted to ring generalship. I'm a boxing junkie, and my fight of the week is Mark Maceo and Pablo Cruz. I hope I could see that. Like I said, I don't know what Showtime is going to show on this card, or is there a YouTube Showtime channel that's going to show this prelim. I hope I can see that fight. And then we go across the pond, which probably will be earlier, probably be the first card I see tomorrow, being probably like at 10, 11 o'clock on the zone for me. I covered the Conor Benn and Sammy Vargas. I think Conor Benn can knock him out. I'm picking Savannah Marshall to stop the veteran 44 late notice Maria Lindbergh. You know, I think there's no way that girl could just land a clean punch on Savannah if Savannah's going game on her. There's no way. It's moving and slipping and sliding, shoulder slipping, riding, throwing, countering, catching. We ooh and God for Savannah for a reason. There's no way hell a 44-year-old Maria could. No. So I think that's going to be easy work. Almost like a throw in the towel work. You know, I won't be surprised. Like, hey, save this old lady, man. I don't want to say old lady, but save her. And then you got Nick Campbell. So I just watch those guys just because they're there. But Shannon Courtney, Ebony Bridges. Back and forth fight here, all right? Everyone's going back and forth. The main thing I want to see out of this fight, and I hope it happens pretty bad. I want to see Shannon push Ebony back. It doesn't look like Ebony could fight going backwards. She can move side to side. Well, I have no problem with kickboxers going into boxing. You know, her, Dylan White, Lipinets, Algieri, they all do well. They do well, you know, because they understand pacing, conditioning. They understand movement, angles. So the ring generalship. If you ever notice, most kickboxers, they take those little walkabouts in the rings. You know, what was Homeboy's name? What was Homeboy's? He wants to fight Conor Benn. I want to see that fight bad. Damn, Marco Fuco or something, like 6-0 dude. I believe he was a kickboxer. So I want to see, and I hope bad to see Shannon Courtney push Ebony Bridges back. I want to see how she responds to that, because Ebony looked like the only thing I see wrong with Ebony, and it's no flaw to her, it's a flaw to her past history. The fact that she was a bodybuilder before her boxing career, the way she fights, she still has that past muscle mass, and I think that tires her out. If she could lose about, I don't know, just slim down to, like, for instance, the way Courtney's body look, you know, in shape but not like thick and muscular. If Bridges just had like a toned body, not like a past bodybuilder leftover body, I think she she's borderline throwing her gas tank out. The way she fights, she throws hard shots, vicious shots, shots that will end the fight. But there's always a positive and negative. You know what I mean? You take that risk. If it doesn't pay off, you're gonna get cracked in like the later rounds because you're gonna be tired. And what if during that time, if Shannon is over here sticking and moving, pop shotting, just hitting her anywhere, because for Bridges, what we seen, she beats your ass up right in her wheelhouse. Well, how is her moving? How is her cutting off the ring? Like I said, she's a little past muscular for me. So if Courtney is moving and sticking, just is doing stupid points here and there, is all that is Bridges gonna be able to cut off the ring on her, and in doing so, is her legs gonna be too heavy, eventually, and tire her out for her offense she's known for? I want to see, like I said, that's the only thing I think I would like to see her slim down a little bit. I think she has the past bodybuilder too much. I would like to see her lose a little muscle tone, because I think she tires herself out with her fighting style. Because coming forward with that pressure, Shannon, I said, we can't overlook what she did to that Polish girl. That Polish girl couldn't fight worth shit. She had speed, but she couldn't fight worth shit. And that speed we saw gave Shannon problems. Shannon did not like that girl up on her chest. So if Bridges could get on Shannon's chest and throw punches like she knows how to throw them, unlike that Polish girl, Shannon could be in something like, oh shit, because she was getting tagged by that, just hammering and whatever the fuck that Polish girl was throwing. If Ebony could get in there, she could do some damage. But at the same time, Shannon was fucking doing some nice picking in between shots, and I think she can catch. I think she could catch Ebony with those same shots and then skate out the way. And I think that's what's going to happen. I do believe Shannon's going to be sticking and moving, cracking her in the inside, and then skating out. And on the way of skating out, I think she's going to get tagged. I got Bridges winning this. And I think Shannon's going to be doing a good job boxing, making her look silly. But she's going to get caught coming out. And I think that's going to be it. It's going to be a nice catch out hook for Bridges. And I got Bridges winning this. A fight. I guess the fight of the week is Mark Maceo, and the fighter I want to see is I call him Farouk. Farouk. I don't know his first name. Ukashar. Poor guy I thought he got robbed against McGregor. McGregor probably had like a good round 1 or 2, and then from there Farouk just kind of figured his ass out. And I do believe he is going to capture Alexander Espinoza WBC International Silver title, which is a good little belt. It's a good belt for Farouk. I know a lot of people are going to be like, what the fuck is that belt? The International Silver Bantamweight belt. Basically, he is the B. He's the best B squad in the bantamweights. That's what in the international, because the international, basically you fight. So if Farouk wins this, he could fight anywhere within the Europe scene. You know what I mean? The international fight within those countries. I got him picking this guy apart. This guy fights in a 1-2 style. Alexander. He won't be able to keep up with the footwork. I got Farouk doing this one, but I want to see. I like this cat Farouk. I don't know much about him, but from what I've seen, the few fights I've seen, I like him. you know. And then when I got happy, like, oh shit, that's gonna be a fight, because I was following McGregor, because we do the monster hunt. Top Rank is gonna be desperate for some fights for Inui. They're just desperate, you know. And then I ran into Farouk. I'm like, oh shit, the guy has pretty nice too. But so I got Conor Ben by stoppage, Savannah Marshall by stoppage. Farouk, I think he's gonna outpoint him. I got Bridges. I don't know how that's gonna go. That's a that's a tough one. I see Shannon boxing very well, but getting caught on the way out. So I don't want to do no other draws or. I'm gonna say she has a split decision, and that is the picks. You know, we had Ennis knocking out Lipinets, Stoney's knocking out what's that? Imantis knocking out Delorme, Jerwin getting some points. Now Jerwin's gonna stop this dude with a body shot. Mark Maceo, damn, I want to see this fight. I want to see this fight bad. Oh man, Mark Maceo better do something good, man. They said, I don't know why I think Pablo is just gonna give this dude a fight. You know, is Pablo gonna come in shape? 34, what's he been doing in the pandemic? I don't know, but thank you for your time and support. This is the Rrtb Boxing Show. What will Mark Maceo do? I'm going to pick him by knockout.